And welcome to the Four Valley Warrior Podcast. I'm your host and moderator, Famous. I got my guy, Hannibal Lecter, I guess. Hannibal Lecter. It's wonderful to see you again, Hannibal Lecter. I'm just, how's it going?
Fight, you can hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can't hear nothing, Fight.
Can you hear me now? Mike, can you hear me? Okay. Well, Mike is having technical difficulties. Of course, our show is brought to you by a number of sponsors. We're going to use the SAT word plethora. Of course, we have crazy straws. You crazy, you got straws. You got crazy straws. You got Dax waving groom. You have you trying to get waves. Michael Atwater has had waves since 1994. He has had waves since that time, and he's been doing the thing with the ball head and waves. Dax waving groom. BuyNightShirt.com. Bernard Ingram from Fort Valley, also a Kappa. He provides merch for you for the Divine Nine and your HBCUs. So check him out, BuyNightShirt.com. Arizona tea, you buy Arizona tea 89 cents at the gas station, you're going to have diabetes in 24 minutes. And you'll be on Monjaro. So drink Arizona tea if you want to. And of course, our favorite sponsor, Hennessy and Coke, Crown Royal, and Ginger Ale, the dog liquors.
Hey, have you shared it to Facebook yet, Fight? Have you shared it
Yeah, I
yet?
did. Yes, I
All right,
have.
let me go in there and share it then. Okay, go ahead, keep talking.
But right now, while Michael is working out technical difficulties, while working out the sharing of the page and stuff, right now I'm coming back from an event. So that's why you don't see me on camera right now, because I'm in my car. I'm dedicated to this show to make sure you have a beautiful product, the best show you ever seen, even though I'm in my car. So hopefully when I get home in the next 15 minutes, I'll be able to change my status to a home location. And I don't know what I can do about. I want to start off with my opening shot right now with this Tua Tagovailoa versus Brian Flores. As you know, Brian Flores was fired from the Miami Dolphins in 2022, despite having a winning record with the Dolphins, and he as a coach, it's his first time the Miami Dolphins had back-to-back winning seasons in 2 decades. Now everybody's looking at the flash and the Ferrari type offense that Miami has because they have Cheetah. Now we look at the style of coaching Brian Flores had versus Michael McDonald. McDaniel, excuse me, Mike McDaniel. He is more friendly, more team, more build you up. Where Brian Flores was a personality where he's old school, learned under Belichick. And I would argue that his record as a head coach is better than any of his assistants that became head coaches. He's the only coach that came from the Belichick tree with the winning record. With that being said, those of you that's parents out there, you have kids, you can talk to one kid one way and get your point across, but you have to talk to your second child a different way, and the third child you got to talk a totally different way from what their personality is. And Brian Flores was looking at the way Tom Brady was coached in the year 12 through 17 under Bill Belichick, and you cannot coach Tua that same way, even though Nick Saban and Bill Belichick are the same caliber coach, same type of coach. Now, Mike, let me know if this is weird to you now. I find it very fun, very interesting that this tour footage comes out while Brian Flores' lawsuit is still pending. And especially after Tua just got his contract, that somehow he just felt free to say something about Brian Flores, who is suing the team that he used to coach.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yep.
Tua the coon of the year?
No, I just think he just getting something off his chest, honestly. No, we ain't gonna call it no coon. He ain't one of us. We ain't call it no coon.
Why didn't you say this a year ago, 2 years ago? Why you wait till now after you got your money and his lawsuit is still pending from the owner that being sued by your former coach?
When was he supposed to say it? He's supposed to say it when he got his money.
From the same owner. Okay, you're right. I just look at it differently. It's just amazing how, all they come up. But I'm gonna look at the chat right quick. I'm just gonna take a quick look. Somebody said Tico Ellis. No. He said I don't know what he said no to, but okay. Tell me if you're thinking differently than what I'm thinking right now. Since
Yeah,
go ahead.
I ain't thinking like that, man. I'm just, I understand what you're saying about the lawsuit, Brian Flores or whatever, but I wasn't thinking like that. But I know you will, sir. I know you will.
Well, let me let you know how I'm thinking about this also. Since you said all this, you spoke your truth. You got it off your chest. Now you got to win.
Oh, he definitely got to win.
You got everything you wanted. Because keep in mind now, when he was at Alabama, he had Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. I believe he had Jameson Williams too, right?
No, he ain't have Jameson Williams.
Wait, yeah, who's the fourth one then? I'm missing one.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, or Waddell.
And Michi. And I think he had Michi too, right?
He might have had Michi.
Yeah, he had Michi. Now, you came in and won the national championship in the second half, but what about the next 2 years? You got the door blown off of you. You threw 3 interceptions against Clemson. Of course, you got hurt against, I think it was Ole Miss or Mississippi State. When you got your hip toe up. Anyway, so say all this to say that, did you know that he's 1-6 against winning team last year? With all that firepower you got on offense and that you had a very good defense. You 1-6. You had a 3-game lead. You had a 3-game lead in the last 3 weeks of the season, and you wet the bed on winning the division.
Yeah, I mean we can't. Quarterback everything ain't on the quarterback either.
It is if you only went 1-6 against those teams, your QBR was under 40, and your touchdowns and interceptions were even in the games that you lost. Now, also games that were under 40 degrees, I believe you were 0-8. Let me take it back. I think they were 2-7 in games in 70 degrees, 69 degrees or less.
Yeah. And they got beat by Buffalo that last game of the regular season.
In Miami.
For the division title. And then I think they went to Buffalo the next week and lost.
Kansas City, where it was -40.
We went to Kansas City, yeah, that's right.
Got the hell beaten out of them. Your offense didn't do a damn thing.
It was too cold.
But that's my open thought on that. I wish Shot was on here so I could get his thought on that. Because he's actually living down there in Miami. I know he loves B-Flow, and I know another controversy that a lot of we all recognize on the show over the years. Brian Flores wanted Justin Herbert, Steve Ross wanted Tua. The owner's going to win every time, dog.
Oh yeah.
But if Tua don't win a playoff game while he's there, it's going to look like B Flow was right. Yeah, just write it down. Brian Flores is probably the best assistant coming from Bill Belichick's tree. He had a winning record. Just unfortunately, he got fired after 2-3 years.
That's true.
All right, Mike. SEC Media Day. That's
SEC Media Day. SEC football.
Let's just go ahead and ask that question. Is the national championship Georgia's to lose?
I don't think so. I don't think it's like that.
Why you think that?
I mean, the SEC is done got tougher with Texas and all that. I don't know if it's just automatically Georgia's to lose. I just don't. They got a tough schedule, so it's going to be different. Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ole Miss, LSU, SEC already tough. Now you're adding Texas and Oklahoma. It's going to be tough.
All right. So the 12 games, we don't know if they, like you said, it's a tough division. I think the SEC is going division-less, correct?
Yeah, and no more division.
You know what? If the NCAA should just make quadrants.
That would be better. But if you make quadrants, how you gonna have your conference championship game? What you gonna do? Have a semifinal then a final?
You're gonna have to. I'm just thinking out loud right now. Just the NCAA. I mean, far as these, you basically destroyed tradition by these. You got USC playing Rutgers in the Big Ten. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, but you know what you're gonna get though? This is what you're finna get. You're about to get some rematches of some rivalries in the SEC, Big Ten, some of these championship games. Picture this. Could you picture Ohio State and Michigan playing again in the Big Ten championship? That's possible now. Or Georgia and Florida playing in the back-to-back. In the SEC championship game. So all that is possible now with the divisions that they, getting away from the division and just having the best two teams. I would like to hear though, what do you do if you got three teams all ranked, got the same record? How do you decide then? That's what I'm curious to hear. If you got a 7-1 Georgia, 7-1 Texas, and a 7-1 Alabama, who plays in the SEC championship game?
Common opponents. You have to look at common opponents. I would guess that's where you start at. If you're head-to-head, then go to common opponents.
Yes, that's something to think about. That is something to think about. But I think Georgia, the SEC is theirs to lose, but I don't know about national championship right off. I can't say the national championship is automatically Georgia's.
Yeah, I don't trust Ohio State right now. I know I'm supposed to do a BS top 10 list. I'm just going to say whatever the top 10 list is, I'm going to copy that right now. But when Ohio State, I just don't trust them right now. You got a new offensive coordinator this year that was the head coach of a college literally 12 months ago, and Chip Kelly.
Oh, I forgot Chip Kelly in Ohio State.
Because of NIL. He said this NIL crap is just like whatever reason why not Belichick, Saban pretty much walked away. But at the same time, you gotta regulate it. You gotta have some type of salary cap. If this is gonna be semi-pro, pretty much, you gotta cap it somehow.
Yeah, you gotta cap it. But how do you determine from the first string quarterback to the third string quarterback who gets what?
This is what you do. You get everybody the same amount, but not everybody get $1 million. But if you're I think we talked about that. I think get this out. If you're a freshman, and depending on if you're a Power 5 school, your freshman get $100,000 a year. Then it goes up to 200. Then it goes up to 250,000 as a sophomore. Then 350 as a junior. and then if you stay to a senior year, half a million.
Okay. Good little plan. Who do
No
you
matter
like in
what,
the SEC championship game?
it's gonna be Texas and Georgia. Alabama's gonna lose 4 games this year.
I don't know about no 4 game. Well, they could. It's possible.
Because they play Texas, Alabama play Texas, Georgia, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss also is on their schedule. I think they play Florida this year. That's just 4 right off the top. Texas A&M, new coach, defensive coach from I think came from Duke, Elko, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Georgia and Texas. Don't matter which one doesn't win the title. I think whoever loses the title has the advantage. This is conference title when I'm talking about title. Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma. I just think Brett Venerable just had a decent year. I just don't see him doing anything right now because he hangs a hat on defense, and his defense has been trash since he's been in Oklahoma.
I like Georgia, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, LSU. Watch out for Missouri. Watch out for Missouri. There's a team to watch out for, and Tennessee.
Tennessee need a quarterback. I don't know who's their starting quarterback.
They got a freshman, Nico. I can't say his last name. He's gonna be all right.
So that's our SEC media day. We're gonna go to the Group of 5 media day, where that's everybody else. That's not Division 2, 3, or 4, and the Big 5, Power 4. It's not even Power 5. It's Power 4 conferences. Do you deserve to be in the to talk for the championship? No. Okay, let's move on. All right.
You don't think so?
What the fuck they gonna do in there? What they gonna do? They ain't
so, why you think so? Why you don't think so? Group of 5 don't belong with the big boys.
Not in Earth 616. No.
So the Group of 5 should. So basically, the college football playoffs should be just the Power 4 schools, no Group of 5 schools.
So if we go based off the rankings from this past year with Liberty, Liberty got the door blowed off him in the Fiesta Bowl by Oregon. Do you want to see that in the championship game? We already saw TCU get the door blown off on by Georgia 2 years ago.
TCU ain't no Group of 5 school though.
They played like it in that championship game.
I mean, you played a generational team too now. Let's just be real. Georgia wasn't that ain't human. That wasn't no human team that you played. All I'm saying, Group of 5. Okay, let's just say you got a son, Fade, that go to Miami of Ohio. Don't you think he deserves a chance to play for a national title too? Or Fade, should Group of 5 schools have their own playoff?
I'll put it like this: if they make schedules equitable, like if you're a Group of 5, which go back to my point of making quadrants. If you're a Group of 5 and you put teams on there that they play, like if I'm Miami, Ohio, and I play Ohio State and maybe Michigan or Indiana, make my schedule comparable to where I can make it feasible, but might have a chance, then I might change my mind. I might.
But Fade, hell, they ain't gonna have no chance of beating them in the regular season. What's gonna be the difference?
So why the hell should they be in there then? If they're not gonna beat them in the regular season, or you have the opportunity to try to play them.
Because you gotta give me a chance as a Group of 5, as a Memphis, as a Boise State. You gotta give me a shot too. Because if that's the case, then we don't need to let none of them schools in the NCAA tournament in basketball then, right?
You need to have 32 teams.
But let me tell you what the difference, what you gonna say. See, those Group of 5 schools and those mid-majors and those schools in college basketball, they have proven themselves in 1 games in the tournament. We don't know what's going to happen. And we have seen in some instances where some Group of 5 school done knocked off Power 5 school, like Appalachian State did to Michigan, Boise State did to Oklahoma. So you never know.
We don't know though. You're right. We don't know. But my thing though, like I said, break down the quadrants. Make them have balanced scheduling somehow with 108 teams, and hope for the best. But the Group 5 team, like I said, Liberty 7, Oregon 45.
Hey, to let the world know, the best Group of 5 schools out there this year is going to be Memphis, Liberty, Boise State. Them going to be at the top of the line right there.
I don't know, but like I said, make break down the quadrants, make them play each other, make a mandatory schedule and play at least 3 games outside your quadrant or region. Do go 2-1. Hope for the best.
Yeah.
What's the next topic on there?
Well, we getting to that last topic. Well, you supposed to do your top 10. We'll wait and do that next week for the regular season start. So we can go and knock out the show right here, because the question was, who are the most hated sports franchises in the world, Faye? I want to hear your take, and then we go from there. Watch your mouth too, Faye. Be careful.
Okay.
Tread carefully.
Talk about baseball, Yankees, of course. Basketball, Lakers / Celtics. Hockey, that's fluid.
I don't think the Celtics. You think the Celtics are just as much hated as the Lakers?
Well, yeah, because think about it. The Celtics is, when we were growing up in Boston, a racist ass town. Even though you had your whole team pretty much black, except for maybe 2 or 3 players. LA, they shine. For some folks say LA didn't win all their titles in LA, they won Minneapolis. They still the Lakers, correct?
Yeah.
Still called the Lakers, Bill Simmons, but that's neither here nor there. Tika Akers Ellis was going to say the team I was going to say.
Hey, Tika. Hey, now enough is enough now. Don't talk about the Cowboy. Now I'm going to see you at school tomorrow, and we're going to have a problem. She did that on purpose, and Faye, you set that up too.
I did. So that way you can't say I said it. That way you can't say Fave said it. No, it wasn't me. It was your friend.
She set that up. You set that up with her. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm doing the Thanos. I don't even know who she is. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that was a setup.
No, you set yourself up because you know because you know I need to pick a team this year.
I don't want you picking the Cowboys. You keep the Dallas Cowboys out your mouth, son. Okay?
Dallas Cowboys are going to be my team this year.
Well, you such a hater. It's ridiculous, too. But we probably are the most hated team sports franchise in the world. I'll tell you somebody else that's hated a lot. Oh, she said what she said with a 10. Okay. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope one of them cars hit you in the car line then, T. How about that?
Oh, don't forget.
My bad. I didn't mean that, T. I'm so sorry.
Kentucky Wildcats in basketball.
No, Duke got Kentucky.
Duke
is way more hated than Kentucky. Duke, the Yankees, Cowboys, Lakers. I think the Patriots is kind of a hated team.
Yeah. I think they feel sorry for them now because you know, Tom gone. And they suck.
I wonder who would be the most hated team in college football right now. Would it be Alabama?
Alabama. If Harbaugh's still in Michigan, Michigan.
Harbaugh, I would say Ohio State maybe is hated. Nah, Notre Dame. Notre Dame may be the most hated team in college football.
Yeah, they get a free pass into the turn because you know if they go undefeated, they get an automatic bid into the CFP. That's really
hey man. People got to realize why Notre Dame ain't trying to get in no conference. I got to share money with people.
Yeah.
I got my own network. I got my own money. I ain't trying to share nothing.
No. Me neither. I wouldn't either. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, do you blame him?
No, I don't. But at the same time, your standards for admittance to your school is limiting your success rate, which is why Brian Kelly went to LSU.
Yeah, well, I think Brian Kelly would have had a better chance of winning in Notre Dame than LSU. It's gonna be tough winning LSU.
He figured I'd get more recruits here and I'll have a better shot. It'd be easier.
Yeah, but I ain't got to play as many teams out there in Notre Dame.
Yeah, but I can't get the recruit. I can't get the 5 stars like I want to because the grades not up to the standards of Notre Dame.
All I got to do is win at Notre Dame. Think about it.
If I win at Notre Dame, my GPA 2.4. You think they're gonna take me in there? And you gonna need a 3.3 to get in?
No, what I'm saying to you is, I don't have to worry about playing no Alabamas and Georgia. I can just skip on to December and get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, because you're not a carpet. You get warm ups with the ACC, so I don't know.
If we had to do a top 10 preseason poll, I would say Georgia 1, Ohio State 2. You good so far? Stop me when you're not good, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Georgia 1, Ohio State 2. I would say Oregon 3.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would go Texas 4. 5. I would say Ole Miss 6. Alabama
Too high.
Who? Alabama?
Alabama too high.
They in the top 10.
Not 6 though. I won't have him at 6.
I think Michigan should be in the top 10.
Now
Florida State.
Jerome Moore missed games. They won't even be in the top 25.
He ain't missing no games this year, is he?
I don't know. They haven't announced it yet, but you know the NCAA is good for waiting to the last minute to announce stuff.
Yeah, Harbaugh just done skated on out of there. Boy, that's something else.
Yeah, 5-year show cause.
Boy, he's something. Well, that's rough there, Harbaugh.
Now he played the game, and he knew the NCAA is full of crap because that suspension he got was based on him making an extra phone call, giving an extra hamburger or some shit to some kids, and you just not punishing him for that because he left because you couldn't get him on the you couldn't double down, you couldn't what's the word I'm trying to use on this? You couldn't double back on the suspension you did for him with the sign stealing scandal.
Yeah, so. Well, shoot, cuz we knocked this out pretty quick today.
Oh yeah, just yeah. So no Oregon, Penn State. I don't like Penn State, but they're not the most hated. Maybe when Joe Paul was there, letting his boy. Did y'all know? Me and Mike were part of the students that were inappropriately touched at Penn State when we were younger. That's why Mike's favorite gospel song, is "He Touched Me."
He touched me. Oh, don't talk about Jerry Sandusky. I can't talk about this on the air.
Or not. So I think he did anyway. So
no, he in prison, dude.
I thought he died in prison.
No, I don't think he did yet. Stop trying to put people in the grave already.
I ain't know Phil Donahue. I thought Phil Donahue was already dead. Being honest with you, but that's neither here nor there.
Phil Donahue died?
Died Monday, dog. Michael.
My bad. I got to go. My fave.
That's our show for tonight. We'll see y'all next week.